It doesn't work this way. Hello everybody, this is day 123 of my Jaguar S-Type Restoration and I'm late. Of course I didn't make it back to the garage within the time window of 24 hours. This rust dissolver is supposed to stay applied at the longest. It's now been a week instead and this looks really nasty. It shouldn't have harmed the metal, but the longer it's on, the harder it is to get it removed. Following the instructions on the bottle, I should now use water and a soft brush. Instead I went for this wire brush and I'm not gonna use water before the rust is entirely removed. It doesn't work this way. Let's see if water has any effect on this hard but still a little bit sticky layer. Doesn't really make me happy to put water into a rusty surface, but at least it works. Just got some of the stuff into my eyes. Didn't really expect that half an hour ago, but I'm quite pleased with the result of this first pass. Most of the rust pitting is now entirely cleaned up, although there's still a tiny bit remaining. So let's now check out this lower panel. This doesn't look all that great, still rust. On the other hand, there's quite some improvement on the weld. Now let's take a look underneath here. Most of those tiny bits are rust free. However, this as well will require one more pass at least. More of the same, a little better, but still rust remaining inside some of the spot welds. Let's check out what's up here underneath. It's been a heavily pitted surface. And still is, even though there's been some improvement. As you can see, those tiny pits are rust free, while this area wasn't affected by the rust dissolver at all so far. This should now enable the dissolver to penetrate deeper into the rusty surface. You may remember that this has been covered with undercoating, which had to be removed. I will have to get a little deeper here underneath. The spot well areas here on the wheel well side require a second pass as well. Furthermore, it seems that I didn't apply the dissolver onto this portion at all. So let's take a look underneath here. Let's now apply one more layer of this rust dissolver. So what's up on the other side? The dissolver has been applied here first, but at the time frame of a week it doesn't make any difference. There's even a little more rust remaining on this side, especially the deep spot welds require still some work, even though I'm quite pleased with the result here as well. Up to the lower portion and this big weld. It's the result of leaving this on too long. Don't wanna bore you with that, but let's see what's here underneath. Just as on the other side, the dissolver did its job on the tiny rust bits, but not on the large ones. It's Thursday, so I again won't be able to remove this stuff within the suggested time frame of 24 hours. I will still have to repeat this process 2 or 3 times I guess, but we'll do this off camera. However, there's still time today, so let's first clean this mess up and now see if I can save those subframe mounting brackets. So I'm back in my greenhouse. Let's first attempt this with a purple tip. The first rust is removed. Let's achieve the same on the other piece. Hope to save this one as well. Big announcement, guys, my girlfriend is cooking the best bean soup in the world and that's now waiting for me at home, so please understand that I have to leave. See you back next week.